Okay.
Denise, how the heck are you?
I'm good. Now that I saw that deposit in my account yesterday, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I heard you secured the bag yesterday. How much money did you make yesterday?
It was over 17,000, actually. Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
real, huh? This is
Yeah.
real.
It was real. Like it hit me yesterday. Yeah. I was like, okay. I was
People,
like, I like this.
people are always when they see our ads, when they see my ads about this business opportunity, how to get involved with real estate with no cash, no credit. You don't need a real estate license. And even when I say you could do this virtually, you hear all the comments, you see the comments. Oh my God, this sounds scammy. This sounds suspect. It's too good to be true. And I get that because there are a lot of questionable things out there, especially online. But
Right.
it is real. And so that's why I want to do stories like this. That's what I wanted to interview you, which thank you, by the way, for hopping on here with me. So that
Definitely.
we could just chat real quick. And I want to unpack and pull the curtain back on your first deal and
Yeah.
walk through how it all went down. So
Yeah.
tell me,
So,
tell
first
me,
of all, thank you so much because honestly, I was thinking, okay, is this another thing that I'm signing up for? And then, like, I'm wasting my money and I'm not going to get my money back. Like, this is not the time to spend money right now. Okay. So I just want to say thank you guys, like Dolmar, Sharon, Steven, like you guys are truly phenomenal. And I could tell just from your spirit, not even mentioning that your dad is a pastor, but that you have a really good spirit and you really want to help people. So I truly appreciate it. I think God like literally connecting you to the right people. So I really appreciate you all. But yeah, I literally started with the analysis paralysis, right? Like it was just so much information because this is all new to me. And I've been told for a while, like, get into real estate. It's a lot of money in real estate. And I'm like, I don't want to be a realtor. I don't want to flip houses. So that's not my thing. So when I was introduced to this, I was like, wow, okay, I'm just flipping a paper. Like I don't have to do project management, worry about contractors. I don't have to go and show people houses on Saturday. Like this is phenomenal. So super excited. But then, like I said, after the training, I was just like, where do I start? Like, okay, call tools, all these different platforms and software. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. So, and it was just trying to understand. I was just trying to understand everything, and then I finally started calling like maybe 2 weeks after training. I know. Sharon and Steven was like, listen, you guys need to call. Okay, you need to call, do something. And I'm like, I don't know.
Why did you wait so long to start?
I guess my personality is like, okay, I need to understand everything first. And then I started calling, and of course, it was few people that I couldn't get a hold of course. But then I did the SMS as well. And one of the sellers, he texted me back and he was like, yeah, I'm interested. And so I gave him a call and we went from there. He was like, yeah, I've worked with a couple of other investors and it just didn't go good. And they wasn't able to sell my house. So I just really have a bad taste about investors. And I was like, listen, so I had to calm him down. Like, it's okay. Like, you got the right person. Trust me. I will get your house sold. Okay.
I love it.
So yeah, it was just us. He sent me over the pictures that same day. And I was so excited. I reached out to Sharon. I was like, oh my God, I think I got a deal. So we went over comps and everything. And then I followed back up with him. And he was like, well, you know what? It's between you and this other investor, because this other investor is like calling me, and he's saying that, he can give me $135,000. I had told him $133,000. And I was like, well, listen, let me talk to my partner and see what we can do and to see if I can get you up to $135,000. And he was like, well, I still need to talk to my wife because, like I said, we both had a bad experience with investors. So I just had to kind of calm him down. Of course, I told him $135,000. So yeah, I just kept following up. And he was like, you know what? My wife and I decided that we're just gonna move forward with you. We're gonna we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sign the paperwork today. I was like, yes.
Yes, that's what's up. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Follow-up is key. And that script, by the way, that script
Yeah.
works.
It's awesome. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, that script works. So I want to rewind a little bit to just clarify a few things that you mentioned really quickly. So you said when you joined the program, it took you 2 weeks to start just because of analysis paralysis. So I get that. You wanted to make sure you understood everything first. So once you started, though, dialing and sending text messages and so forth, like we teach you, how quickly did you get that first deal?
Oh my gosh, within the first week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like pretty quick. Like once I finally started, it was like, I mean, I started getting feedback from, and it was the SMS that worked great for me. But yeah, they were just like, hey, yeah, I'm interested. It was another deal. Of course, it didn't work because he just wanted too much. It was actually land he wanted too much for, but yeah, I mean, within a week, it was pretty quick.
And so between that week, so once you got that property on the contract, the first week you started, how soon did you find a buyer for that deal?
What I did, I just the buyers in that area that bought properties in that area, I literally went to Ben Verify. I went to opencorporate.com and then found out who the owner was, then went to Ben Verify, got their information. And some people were like, how did you get my number? Like, why are you calling me? Oh my God. But I was like, literally every buyer that bought a property in that area, I called all of them. And then one of them, go ahead.
I was gonna ask you, how did you find the buyers in that area? What system you used to find the buyers?
I did Real Elite. Yes, I love it. Yes, I did. I used Real Elite. It worked for sure. It's awesome. So found out all the buyers in that area, and
And then
called them.
and so you skip trace them like we taught you to do, and
Right.
you call them, and these are all buyers that bought houses cash in the last 30, 60, 90 days in the same area, the same community, the same subdivision, the same zip code
Exactly.
as the house you are. Awesome. And so you use
Yeah.
our software to find buyers in that exact area. Then you skip trace them. By the way, we're working on adding skip tracing into the Real Elite. We actually have it already, but we're still making some tweaks with it. But you skip trace them and you found the numbers, you pick up the phone, call them, and you found a buyer. So you can pick up from there. You found a buyer that was interested in your deal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. Yes. And I met with them at the property. They were like, okay, well, we want to see the property. So I met with them there, and, she was like, oh, well, it looks like it's, maybe good to go. I'm going to put together some numbers today. And she said, I'll follow back up with you later today. So I didn't hear from her until like 6 o'clock that night, because I had showed her the property like earlier. It was around 11. So I was like, hopefully it works. But yeah, she said, hey, we want to move forward with buying the property. I was like, oh my God, like jumping from joy. Like, it was amazing.
Dude, I feel I'm feeding off your energy right now. I love your energy, right?
Yeah.
When you get money in the bank account, it like that.
Oh, yeah. Totally change everything.
Right? You can't help but be on cloud nine right now. But I want to clarify something. So from the day you got the contract with the seller, how much time went before you got the contract with the actual buyer? So you got your AB contract with the seller. How quickly did you get your BC contract with the buyer?
So the seller signed the contract on the 14th, September the 14th. And then I will say I don't actually have a contract in front of me, but 2 weeks, it was about actually a week and a half after, is when, they decided to move forward. Because when I say I was calling every buyer all day, like, hey, I have this phenomenal property now. It's a good one.
It's sexy, right? I got it.
Right, exactly. So yeah, so it was like a week and a half. I want to say, is when they actually decided.
And then from that point, once the buyer went under contract with you, how quickly did it close? Like how long did it take for you to get the money in your bank account, over $17,000 in your bank account. How long did that take?
We ended up closing on Monday, and the funds was wired into my account yesterday.
So let me get this straight. So you contracted the property with the seller on September 14th.
Yes.
And the deal actually closed, money in your bank account, over $17,000 on October 7th. Is that correct?
Well, what was Monday? Monday was October the,
Let's
I
see
should
real
know
quick.
this, right?
Yeah.
It was this Monday, right? I should know. I actually signed.
The 5th.
The
October,
5th.
yeah.
Funds was in my account yesterday.
So October 6th, funds
Yeah.
were in your account. So September 14th, contract signed with the seller. You found a buyer a week and a half later. The deal was closed with that buyer. Money in your account, over $17,000 in your account yesterday, October 6th, less than 30 days from beginning to end.
Yes. Yeah. And then I was nervous because the seller only gave me 20 days. So yeah, I was just like, oh my God, I gotta find somebody, like, you know, this is my first deal. I'm like, what do I do? How do I get somebody to close within 20 days? I was like, I'll make it work. I'll figure it out.
Well, that's why I'm glad you're in our mentoring program too, because our coaches, Sharon, Stephen, the entire faculty that we have, you know, I'm sure you reached out to them quite a bit for every step.
Oh my God. I'm telling you, I definitely would have not gotten this deal closed without Sharon. I mean, like, seriously, I know I got on her nerves. Like, oh my God, this girl is annoying. But I'm like, okay, Sharon, what do I do now? So this is what's happening. And so, yeah, so I definitely recommend the mentor program for sure, because you're going to have questions, especially with your first deal, when you don't know what to do, what to say, and you have a mentor, an advisor to go to ask those questions so that you can kind of move forward in the process, because I would have been stuck. You know, I would have been like, well, what do I do now if I didn't have a mentor? So I'm just so appreciative of you guys. Like, I am.
Thank you so much. And this is what we talk about. There are nuances. We teach you everything during our 3-day class, the A to Z blueprint, but it's the nuances, the curveballs that come at you that you don't expect, because every single deal is unique. No deal is the same. So it's those curveballs that you can't be prepared for. And that's why the additional support, hand-holding through the process, as you just said, you pick up the phone and call and bug Sharon if you have to, or the other coaches to help you through the process, help you navigate through the process. So I'm so happy for you. And from this one deal, you made your entire investment back into the mentoring program and then some.
I sure did.
I bet you're happy.
I am. Yes. And then from here, I just feel like I can build. Like, I have the confidence now. You know, of course, I know that it's a lot of stuff that I need to learn, but just having you guys there to support me along the way, and I just have more confidence after closing that deal. It's like, I can do it. Because at first I'm like, hey, can I do this? Like, this, I don't know. But like, now I feel like I can actually do this, you know?
Yeah. Now imagine doing a handful of those a month. Just a handful, part-time.
I know. And then the buyer, they're like, yeah, so if you have any other, you know, property, I mean, I run across a few buyers. It's like, if you have any other properties, let us know. I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely will, for sure.
Right, so now you're building your buyers list, people that you built relationships with directly, and they're looking for deals right now. So all you got to go out and do now is just go find them the deals.
All right, I got you. Like, right. And I'm telling the buyers, I got you. Trust me.
I love it. How do you compare this to your current job right now? What do you do for work right now, actually? And how do you compare this business and what you're doing now to that?
So I actually have another business. So I am an authorized AT&T retailer. So nationwide, commercial and residential. So I was doing that for a while, but it's like, I want to do something different, right? Like, I felt like it was time for change, especially when all this COVID hit. It was definitely time for change, and I just wanted to do something different. So I'm so glad that I was introduced to this, and you guys, like, a blessing.
Thank you so much. I want to ask you this question. So how many hours do you think you'd have to put in at your other business to make the kind of money you just made on this deal?
Exactly. That's why I needed to do something different, right? Yeah, a lot of hours, definitely over 60 for sure. It's grinding, working very hard for sure.
So on that note, how many hours did you put into this particular? How many hours did you put into this deal collectively, from beginning to end, from working with the seller to find the buyer? How many hours would you say you put into this deal totally?
Oh my gosh, really not a lot. Honestly, I mean, about, because it was like texting on the phone. So like I was out, it's all, I'd be out at dinner and I'm like, oh yeah, it wasn't, I would say like 10 hours or something like
10
that.
hours
10
collective,
to
all
12
together.
hours, like
Okay.
total, like, and that's just with the contract and showing the property, responding back to the seller, having like quick little conversations with the buyer and the seller. So
Making those phone calls, right?
making those phone calls, yes. So I would say about 12, with the phone calls, about 12 to 15.
Okay, awesome. That's
Yeah.
good money.
Yeah.
17 grand, not bad.
Right.
That's
Right. Right.
amazing. Now, it sounds
Right.
like you did this deal in your own backyard. We teach how to do deals virtually, so you can do it in any market that you choose, but it sounds like you did this deal in your own backyard.
Mm-hmm. I did.
What market are you in?
Atlanta.
You're in what
Yeah.
market?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Atlanta,
Yeah.
Georgia. That's a hot
Yeah.
market. That's
Yeah.
a very, very hot market.
I know. I'm excited.
That's a really sexy market. So your potential for the future, the possibilities that I know you are going to create for yourself in your future is going to be amazing, because
Yeah.
you are in a very hot market. You don't even have to leave your own backyard, and you can do a lot of deals. You can
Oh.
quickly scale this to high 5 and 6 figures per month, just being consistent and persistent, not giving up. Do you have any other deals in the pipeline right now, by the way?
I'm working on a couple other deals, yes. So hopefully I will have contracts signed by this week or next week. So yeah,
Oh my God.
because I just want to, while I'm hot, you got to keep going. You can't stop, right? Like you got to keep going.
That's one of the biggest mistakes I see people make in this business is they get started, they launch a campaign, and they're not consistent with it. You have to stay consistent. Do not take your foot off that gas pedal. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep grinding.
Yeah.
Yes, $17,000 in the bank account is an amazing day,
Right.
but don't give up. Use that as fuel to keep going, keep pushing, and set new records, set new goals for you to accomplish and smash through and break through those goals, and then just keep climbing the rungs of the ladder to success. So I'm super happy for you, man. So it
Yeah.
looks like this is working for you. So Denise, is this real? That's the question. We call this the Real Deal Show. And again, we're doing this interview to share with others. We have the skeptics, the naysayers, the doubters, all of those people out there like, this ain't real. This sounds too good to be true. And I know you were one of those people in the beginning as well, but the difference is you were at least open-minded and realize that you don't know what you don't know.
Right.
And you're open-minded enough to learn something, learn this financial skill set that now can potentially change your life.
Yeah, definitely. It is definitely real. Like, this is a blessing from God, seriously, because I am so glad that I moved forward, because I was so hesitant. I was like, I don't want to spend my money right now, but I am so thankful to God, like, seriously, because this is like a game changer. I mean, for me, my family, everything. It's a game changer, and it's just like, you got to sometimes invest to get something back, and investing in yourself.
Yes. Yeah, invest in yourself.
That's the key. Yeah.
It's sad sometimes. I see, we advertise aggressively. We're advertising a lot more aggressively now. And it's just sad to see sometimes the comments, the closed-minded, people missing their blessing because you have what we call that consumer mindset. And, I understand it. I get it, because I was brought up just like them. I had those people around me that molded and nurtured me to have this mindset. And so I've had years of conditioning to have that kind of mindset, but I knew at some point I became sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of being broke
Exactly.
and not knowing where my next meal was going to come from, almost being evicted from my apartment and not
Right.
able to pay my bills. After a while, you know, you're like, dude, something has to change. I am
Exactly.
tired of the lack in my life. I'm tired of the mediocrity. I'm tired of living average and this ordinary lifestyle. Maybe that's okay for some people. I'm not knocking it. Some people, they're comfortable and they want to live that comfortable lifestyle. But for me, I knew that I deserved more. I deserved better, just
Right.
like you, Denise. And so you made a decision one day, just a couple weeks ago. You made a decision to change your life, and not just made that decision. You didn't just make that decision, but you took massive action. Even though it took you 2 weeks to start,
I know.
you took massive action.
Right.
So I'm super proud of you. What do you have to say, or what would you say to those that are skeptical? They're on the fence, they're unsure, they're looking at this like, man, this is too good to be true. Is this person that's giving this testimonial even real right now? Is she paid? Like, how do I know this is real? What would you say to that person that's looking at this video right now, skeptical, on the fence, unsure, not wanting to invest in their own education in themselves? What would you say to them to get them off the fence?
Uh, why not? You have to do something. If you want something to change in your life, you have to do something different, right? And that's what I decided. I have to do something different, you know? And it's just do it. Just do it. I'm telling you, once you do it, I mean, it's really, it's a great, I mean, you have so much support. And you guys break the process down so easily so that people can understand. Anyone can understand this. And anyone, if you put the time, put the work into it, you will get paid. Trust me. You will get $17,000 plus dollars, whatever it is, in your account. You will get paid. But you, of course, it's just making that decision, putting in the work. You have a bomb team behind you, real advisors that's there. I mean, you guys have good hearts. Like you guys are like, you really have a good team behind you, and you all really want us to be successful, you know? So, you know, do it, just do it. And I'm telling you, it will pay off. It will pay off.
Awesome. I'm going to ask you some quick questions real quick, and you can give me some quick answers. So, how did you find the leads? How did you find your leads to make calls on, to connect with some sellers?
Real Elite is what I used, yeah, to get
So,
my leads.
so you use Real Elite to get your leads. What type of leads did you target in the Real Elite app?
I targeted vacant properties.
So
Yeah,
was it the vacant absentee or just vacant?
vacant absentee. Yes,
Awesome. So
is what
vacant
I
absentee
targeted.
leads.
Yes.
And so you got your leads for sellers from the Real Elite software, and you got your leads for buyers from the
Right. Right.
So you found your seller and you found your buyer from the same system.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God, it works.
Right. It works. It works. You just got to do the work, but it works.
Shocking, shocking. That, you know, people ask, what's the catch? Well, you got to work.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Right?
That's the key.
Not gonna push buttons and expect money to fall from the sky.
Right.
The,
Yeah.
the app just makes things a lot easier and simple, and it helps to speed up and accelerate the possibility of getting a deal done. So you found your seller from the app, you found your buyer from the exact same app, you put the two together, but you had to do a little bit of work in between to facilitate that deal going through. So amazing, amazing. Now, some other quick questions for you. Do you have a license, a real estate license?
No. No.
Did you use your credit to do this deal?
No, I did not.
Did you use any of your own money to get this actual deal done?
No, I did not. No. No.
So when I post those ads about you don't need cash, you don't need credit, you don't need a real estate license, is that real?
No, just need to work. Just need to work. That's it.
That's what's up. Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. So what are your goals for your future now?
To scale the business for sure. For sure. Right now I want at least five deals per month. Right now. And I'll plan on growing from there, but yeah, right now I want 5 deals per month. And I think if I put in the work, I can make it happen. I got to put the work in. But I also want to be able to hire and scale, and what you all teach us in growing the business, I need to do that as well.
So on that note, because we talk about once you're able to get a virtual assistant so that they can remove all of the non-revenue generating tasks off of your plate so that you as the operator can focus on revenue every day. So on this first deal, you were the solo operator, right? You had no one helping you. You did it all by
one helping me at all. No.
all by yourself.
All by myself.
All right. And so now you want to start looking at possibly, you don't have to do it yet, but you're talking about or thinking about possibly hiring some virtual assistants or some other people to help you now scale this.
Right. Exactly.
Man, yeah. I'm so, like, as a mentor myself, I am so happy. I get so excited and so passionate and thankful when I see people just taking the information that we share, the specialized knowledge that we teach, applying the information, taking the steps, following the program, step by step. You literally, as I listened to this story, you literally did every single thing that we said to do, everything. Right. And when I see success stories like yours, it makes me emotional inside to just see this. When I got the message from Sharon yesterday, she sent me a screenshot of your text message with her, and of course, I immediately posted it on my Insta story because I'm like, oh my God. I also shared it with my business partners, just raving about you, and another student, Diane, closed her deal yesterday as well. And so I was sharing with my business partners, oh my God, look at this. The students, they're listening. They're taking action and they're listening, and look at what's happening for them. Mm-hmm. And so it just gets me emotional. It gets me happy, excited to see people like you actualizing these dreams and goals and the vision that you had for yourself. So super proud of you. Super proud of you.
Thank you.
Amazing. Any last words that you want to share before we wrap? This is it. Oh, by the way, I'm going to ask you, because this is the Real Deal Show, just saying you made over $17,000 is one thing, and that's great, but we got to show proof. So can you email me?
We can do that. We can do that.
Oh, you ready?
I'm ready, because I already have my business account set up, and it was all deposited. Yes. Yes.
You came ready. Oh.
Yeah. Let me pull it up on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what if we can show it on here, but if you can send me a screenshot of it as well, that way our production team can put it up in the video at whatever point makes sense in this video, maybe right here. And just so we can show people that the money is in the bank account. This is a closed deal. This is not pending. This is not a hope and praying that this deal goes through. This is it's done.
Yes. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll send a screenshot, but I don't know if you see that $17,000 right there.
$17,000. I see it. I see it.
Right.
Didn't cost you any money out of your own pocket. Didn't need to use your credit. You didn't need a license, and boom, $17,000 in your bank account. So it's an amazing day to be Denise right now.
Yeah, it is actually.
Amazing day. So hopefully this inspires others watching this, especially women that are looking to get into this business. We have a personal goal to really try to enroll a lot more women into this male-dominated industry. They're just as smart, just as capable, and I really, really want to see more women crushing it right now. And so kudos to you. In fact, within our community, you see it yourself, within our real mentoring community, real advisors community, the women are actually killing it. Right. I don't know what's going on with the men right now, but the women are killing it right now. And so you are now part of that elite group of women killing it. We're going to be doing something special for those that close their first deal. So Sharon will probably, if she hasn't told you already, we're putting together some, I don't want to share what it is yet, but we're putting together something for all of our first deal members. Also something for our 6-figure and 7-figure members as well. So now the next goal for you is to quickly get to 6 figures in earnings and revenue from this business. And then continue to climb up to eventually get into 7 figures in this business.
Right.
But right now you are in our first deal club, and I want to make sure that we show our appreciation And we want to acknowledge you for the hard work that you did to make this a reality for yourself, your business, and your family. Now you're building your own empire, and you don't have to answer to anyone else, and building your legacy, generational wealth for you and your family. So kudos.
Yeah. Yes, so exciting.
So let's wrap with that. Any last words before you go?
You can totally do it. You can totally do it. You have a supportive, awesome team. Just put in the work. Put in the work. That's all you have to do. And I'm telling you, you will definitely see deposits. You will definitely get checks for sure. It will happen.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Denise. You are amazing. And I'm going to be keeping track of your journey as well.
Okay.
That next goal is 6 figures, 6-figure
Yes.
paydays.
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. 6-figure months, I should say. So we're going to get to 6-figure months as quickly as possible. That's the next goal for you.
Yes.
And then you get to 6-figure months. That means you having a 7-figure year. So
All right.
let's get there. It's
Yes.
possible. It's possible.
Yes.
This
Yes,
is just the beginning for you.
Yes.
Thank you again, Denise, for the opportunity to interview, for us to chat real quick, and to share your story with the world.
All right. Thank you, Dolmar.
You're very welcome. All right. Take care now.
Okay. Bye. Talk to you later.